And the light sucks. Imagine that. You can't even see my eyes. My beautiful, beautiful eyes. That is really bright. Oh, that looks so scary. Oh, look at my brow.
Hello, welcome to the dark side.
Hey everyone, Pepper here. Today, I'm excited because we are going to be reviewing, I didn't even say that right, we are going to be reviewing eyeshadow primer. Today's eyeshadow primer will be featuring this lovely hard candy eyeshadow primer. Don't will it focus. Hello, lovelies. If my eyes look like this, would that be weird? Would that be kind of weird if to put makeup on you like just glued or like attached the product thing to your face? Like here's like the eyes, and then you'd put the eyeshadows like on top of that, and then you'd get the blush and like put the blush compact right there. Wow, that'd be weird. I don't know why I even thought of that, but okay. So this is gonna be a comparison video between the hard candy eyeshadow primer right here, it says Eyes Limit, and the L'Oreal Decrease. I don't know if you'll be able to see the label, but that's what it looks like. For how long I've been wearing makeup, I pretty much just recently started using eyeshadow primer, only because though I would put eyeshadow on, and by the end of the day, by the end of just a couple hours, I would get this really disgusting crease of eyeshadow in my eyelid, you know? The first time I ever got a primer, it was this L'Oreal Decreasing Primer. There's a better label, I guess. It was this L'Oreal Decreasing Primer, and I went to CVS, and I asked the worker there, I'm like, hey, what's the best primer, you know, which primer is the best one customers always want and talk about and give the best reviews on. She told me it was this one. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll try it. And the first thing I noticed, it was about $14, I want to say. It was about a year ago I got it, but it was about $14. And I noticed, I'm like, that's pretty small for so expensive too. But you know what, I'll just try it because it'll be worth it. And it's just once, right? So I get home and I try it for a couple days, and the first couple days was okay. Like after probably within 8 hours, I would get this instead of a gross black one, I would get kind of a white line, like as if the shadows were separating from that instead of coming all together. But it wasn't as noticeable as the black line. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna venture out and try different ones. So I finally, just a couple weeks ago, got this hard candy one, and this has really, really amazed me. I've only been using it for 2 weeks, but seriously, I'm head over heels for this. First off, the pricing was really awesome, especially compared to the size. It was about $8 at Walmart. It's the hard candy line from Walmart, I think, is the only place that sells it. But it was only around $8. And compared to this, the sizing and the pricing, that's just a big whammy right there. Like, this is like not even half the size, like the product part. It's not even half the size as this, and it's double the price, you know? So every time that I use this, I've never gotten any creasing whatsoever. No white line, no black line, and I am just in love with this. This has got to be the best primer there is, especially for that price. There's other things I kind of want to say compared to these, besides of how the creasing is. This one gives you a little bit creasing, and I notice the longer I've used it, it made that black line appear again, which I do not like. This doesn't even have the white line. I just put this on, I don't know if you can see it, but I just put this on about 2 hours ago. You can see that, it's like flawless. It lasts me all freaking day. It's made my makeup look like I just put it on 5 seconds ago, literally. It is awesome, I love it. This I want to say though, at first I was iffy about it in the first place, and after I used it longer, it started getting that crease, that black crease I didn't like again. And on top of that, I wasn't even halfway done with the product. Plus, speaking of which, you can barely get the product out of this. Okay, so I use it, the first 10 uses are easy. Then you start having to like really break the lid to try to get the wand rubbing the makeup off the sides. My cat is like getting the makeup off the sides. And if you see this, it's in like a cone shape. It's in like this cone shape, which you can imagine this will go in. Let's see. And it would be kind of hard, especially if it's like locked in that little hole screw thing. It would be kind of hard to move it to get the product in the corners. So you're wasting, oh, and it's not too much, but it's still like about a centimeter that it's not even like reaching the bottom all the way, if you can see that. I don't think my camera's focusing, but the wand doesn't reach the bottom all the way, and it just wastes a lot of product. I actually had to get a Q-tip to dig to get in the bottom, and as I would take the Q-tip out, there would be a bunch of product on the Q-tip that I would use. It was ridiculous. I was very disappointed in the packaging with this because you can't even get all of it out. Like, you only use it probably maybe 20 times, and that's when it starts getting really difficult. And you know how much product you waste by how much you spend like $14-15 on this, and you waste about half of it. Like, if there was no such thing as Q-tips or anything, or if I didn't think about it, I would have wasted half of this, and I would have, it's not worth a dime to me. Like, I don't really care for it. First time I used it was, okay. It was the first time I ever used primer at all, so I didn't know what to expect. But that white line, I'm like, is that supposed to do that after like 3 hours? But whatever. And this can last you all day. I love the packaging with it too, since there's like probably triple the amount of product, probably even more. It's like a squeeze out bottle too. So it's like a toothpaste bottle. So you take it and you just get a little bit of a dab. And you just wipe it on like regular, primer, and wait about 2 minutes for the dogs to stop barking. And you just wait about 2 minutes for it to dry, and you can start putting your eyeshadow on. And that's another thing I did with that primer too, is that what you're supposed to do with primer is put it on and wait for a few minutes to just let it sink into your skin and dry, so it gets a little of that tacky texture so your eyeshadow stays on longer. And the very first time I ever used this though, the texture of it is so weird. It feels really, really oily, and I wasn't sure when I first used it. I wasn't sure what to expect. I thought it would like really crease, but after I was using it, I just like let it dry. I was like, okay, well maybe it's gonna be a little oily when I first put it on. I waited about 2 minutes. It got dry and a little tacky, which was pretty cool. I mean, the texture of it's a little weird. It's like, it feels like mousse. That's the best I can explain it. It's like a mousse feeling, and you put it on, wait 2 minutes, it dries, and then you just put your eyeshadow on. The Loreal stuff, it was kind of thick and tacky. Like, I expected the Loreal to work really well, but it didn't, especially compared to this. This stuff is really, really amazing. I probably give the Loreal maybe like a 1 star out of 5. I don't know. I mean, just because something didn't work for me doesn't mean it won't work for you. Everybody's skin is different, so different makeup products work differently on everyone. And this, I have to give, I know I don't ever say 5 out of 5, which I don't. Me personally, this would be a 5 out of 5. I just love the packaging, the price is right, it makes my makeup last on all day, plus some. Like, I don't even want to take my makeup off at night because it looks like I just put it on. So I'm like, I just put it on, I want to take it off, it looks so good, But for like other people, since it does makeup works differently for everyone, I'll say overall maybe a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So a 4.5 star out of 5 stars, because I feel like this, even if it wouldn't work well for you, it will still work in some way. The packaging is right, the price is unbeatable. I got this at Walmart for $8 compared to $15 at CVS for that little bottle that doesn't even use all of the, where you barely can even use all of the product without like breaking a sweat or like breaking the bottle. This one, I just like how it squeezes out so you can like make sure you get as much product out from it as much as you can. Kyra, what would you rate this? Would you like it? Would you like it, kitty? She likes it. She's like, I wish I wore makeup so I could use it. Yes. Get it, get it, get it. Ooh, kitty. Ooh, kitty, kitty, kitty. She's so cute. She's very out there. So, yeah. So anyways, thanks for the interruption, Kyra. No, just kidding. This is definitely a 5-star for me. I love it. I think it's definitely worth a try. If you're even curious about it, definitely get it, because it's probably the cheapest primer that you'll ever find, to be honest. That works really, really, really well. Like, I expected it to just only last 8 hours. When I see that every single time I use this, it lasts me over 8 hours, up to 12 hours, even longer. And I've even napped in this, and usually when I nap my makeup, I'll wake up and it's a little smeared, or it kind of rubbed off a little bit. I napped in this, I woke up, and it still looked like I just put my makeup on. So I'm really impressed with this, and I'm just gonna say, try it. Definitely worth it. And that is all. Ow. See, it came back. It's like, I love you too. I love you too, Pepper. I love you. I love you too, Pepper. You may now kiss your maiden, makeup maiden. Mwah. Okay, so that was my review today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this video, and comment on anything else that you want me to review. If you have any suggestions, I'll be happy to go out, find it, and review it for you guys. I give my honest opinion. And don't forget to check out my ghost stories. I like to have one up once a week, and I'll put my review videos up on Tuesday. And if you haven't seen my last review video, I'll put that in the description box, which, by the way, I received my $100 ring, which I don't have it with me right now, but lucky girl, when they sent that to me, they also sent me a cute little bag of saltwater taffy, and saltwater taffy is seriously my favorite. Thank you, Lucky Girl candles. Sorry for talking with my mouth full, but you really impressed me. And you shipped me in a week or less with that ring and my sweet saltwater taffy. Thank you. I didn't even ask for the saltwater taffy. They just gave it to me. I felt like a lucky girl right there. Really likes it too. Huh? He's like, yum. Alright, that's all I have for today. So I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and like this video. Bye.